Hello viewers, welcome again on board. Here we go again at KQ 2023 projections. Please guys, today I want us to do something different. Due to public demand, our learners are requesting us to help them go through the past papers because you never know. Nothing comes from heaven. These things are just set from what is already there. So we decided to pick for them 2021 paper 2, now that we are still going on with our paper 2 revision. So what a good paper for us. And like we said, there are topics that can never miss, and therefore that is what we are going to dwell on. So today we are beginning our new course, still at paper 2, number 1, 2, and 3, and we are going to do them together so that slowly by slowly we shall be able to finish the whole paper. So guys, let me take this opportunity again to thank you again for walking the talk with us, for supporting this noble cause. And like I said, we have no words but just to thank you. So to my students and the viewers at large, please, there we go at number 1. The question reads, a flour milling company has 2 types of flour for making porridge: maize flour and millet flour. Maize flour costs 60 shillings per kg, while millet flour costs 90 shillings per kilogram. The company makes a new brand of flour by mixing maize flour and millet flour. If the new brand costs 85 shillings per kilogram, determine the percentage of maize flour in the mixture. So there's no time, and therefore going straight to our solution. I think it is not the first time we are dealing with mixtures here. We have done a question of mixtures with our learners, and therefore the concept remains the same. So what are they saying? We have a company making porridge using maize, and 1 kg of maize costs 60 shillings, while that of a millet costs 90 shillings. And therefore, we don't know the ratio at which they were mixed to give us a mixture that costs 85 shillings per kg. And therefore, we are going to find out the mixture ratio. So we are going to let maize be X, while the millet becomes Y. And therefore, if they bought X units or X kilograms of maize, then each was costing 60, and therefore it will be a total of 60x shillings, plus the same thing to Y, 90, and each was Y units, let's say 2 units. So we shall multiply by 90 to get 990Y. So this was the whole amount used in creating this mixture. So our question is, what about the price of 1 single unit? So if there are 60x plus 90y, then we have to divide by the number of units or kilograms in total of x and y. And therefore, this is what they were able to market at 85 shillings. So by so doing, we shall be able to form an equation of 60x plus 90y all over x plus y equated to the price of 1 unit. So cross multiplying, we shall be able to get 60x plus 90y, which is equivalent to 85x plus 85y. So collecting like terms, therefore, my teacher used to say, let the small number run to the big. So therefore, 85y will come as 60x goes the other side. So we shall have 90y minus 85y, which is equivalent to 85x minus 60x. So very fast, guys. Here we get 5y is equivalent to 25x. So common factor dividing by 5. So y alone will be equivalent to 5x. So like I always say, we want to get the ratio of x to y, and ratios are just fractions. So this simply means x over y. So our biggest deal is to collect the x and y together, then the numbers alone. So our number here, our equation here can still be written as, that is 5x is equal to y. Because I want my x to be on the left side, therefore I'll have to divide. Remember, this is 1y, so I have to divide y, divide by y. I want to eliminate 5 by dividing by 5, by dividing by 5. So at the end of the day, y cancels and 5 cancels. So my letters are already collected as x over 5 is equal to 1 over 5. And therefore, what does it mean? That the ratio of x in the mixture was 1 while y is 5. So now this is where now we are going to be able to get the percentage of, we are told to determine the percentage of maize flour in the mixture. So coming over, we are saying a total ratio here is 6, and therefore x, that is representing the maize, will be 1 out of 6 by 100%. And what do we get here? 2 goes there, 3, 2 goes there, 5, 0, that is 50. And 3 will go here, 1, 16, 2 over 3%. So guys, that's how we tackle that question 1. Very easy. And there we have 3 good marks. You can't let this go, guys. So my students, I want to assure you that you will never miss a question of mixtures in your exam. So please, let's study this, follow through. We said we have to be able to I'm using letters to represent maize and millet. Those X are the units. For example, how many kilograms were bought on in terms of maize and in terms of Y. I was able to form the total amount used. Now I'm trying to bring out what is the price of 1 kg of the mixture. So I will divide by the number of units, which I equate to 85 shillings. Because you are told 1 unit later on was sold at 85 shillings per kg. Forming our equation, we are able to interpret to get the ratios. Normally they ask the ratios, but finally today they have exceeded a bit by asking for the percentage. So we are just converting the one out of 6 as a percent, and we get 16.2 over 3. So guys, very fast, at number 2, we are told the sum of the first 2 terms of an increasing geometric progression GP is 20. Then the sum of the second term and the third term of the same GP is 30. Determine the common ratio of the GP. So solution number 2, we are saying, we are told in a GP which is increasing in nature, e.g., let me assume 1 like 2, 4, 8, 16. The numbers are multiplying by 2. So common ratio here will be 4 over 2, which should also be equal to 8 over 4, which should also be equal to 16 over 8, and that is a 2. If you cancel through, you get a 2. So this one, the one we are given here, was also an increasing, and therefore, what are they saying? Now sum. So the sum becomes sum of first and second terms is at 20. Then the sum of the second and the third is 30. So how do we write the first term? Let me finish up with this. It's always an A. Then second one is A power R, which is equal to 20. That is equation 1. Then the second one, second plus third, a power 2 now. Remember, it is r that is changing, increasing in power, is equal to 30. So these are two simultaneous equations, and therefore we can solve them by whichever method. So I'll choose substitution. So from equation 1, I'll make AR the subject. So if I remove A from this side, it shall go the other side to be a minus. That is from equation 1. So I'm going to substitute in equation 2. Where we have AR, I will use 20 minus A. So what will I have therefore? Equation 2 already AR. So I'll write 20 minus A plus AR squared, or is also having AR squared is also having an AR in bracket R here. So I will still have AR by R on the outside should be equated to 30. So guys, there we go. I hope you are together up to that stage. Nothing new, very understandable. So trying to break through, we shall have 20 minus A plus, break the brackets, 20 minus A. Each of them is having an R, of course, is equal to 30. Then I'm seeing another AR here, which is still at 20 minus A. So we continue, we shall have 20 minus A plus 20R minus another 20 minus A is equal to 30. I hope we are all aware of where this has come from. There's another AR here. So breaking the bracket, guys, we shall have plus 20R minus, remember this minus will change the sign. So we shall have 20 plus A is equal to 30. Hope we are together. So very simple. 20 eliminates each other, plus minus of the same. Then A also eliminates each other. So what do we remain with? We remain with 20R is equal to 30. So dividing through, we shall get R as 1.5. Dividing through, we shall get R as 1.5. So you can follow this, guys. Very easy, self-explanatory, and you follow through. Let's use substitution. Begin wherever we have AR, we substitute with 20 minus A, and R is there. So you can continue and even get A, but that was not part of the equation. So maybe you can just do it very fast. So substituting in one of the equations here, we have said let AR be equal to 20 minus A. And already we have R, so we say 1.5 A is equal to 20 minus A. Bringing A this side, it will be a plus, so we shall have 2.5 A is equal to 20. Dividing by 2.5, A alone will be 8. So that was just bonus part of the equation, but this was the last part according to the objective of the examiner. Very simple. Use what you are told in class, please. Apply the knowledge, and you are good to go. So finalizing with number 3, very easy, guys. Number 3, we are told given that sine 75% is equal to root 6 plus root 2 all over 4. Simplify 1 over sine 75. So we have been given the value of 75 in form of third form, and here we are being asked to get 1 over a number. So to my learners, the ball is at your court. Solution 3. 1 over a number, what do you understand? So that is simply reciprocal of a number. So given that sine 75 is equal to root 6 minus root 2, then plus root 2 all over 4. Then we are being told to simplify 1 over sine 75 degrees. So that is simply reciprocal. So reciprocating this or taking 1 over root 6 plus root 2 all over 4, then 4 shall come up. 4 shall come up. And now, instead of them asking us to simplify this, then we are going to simplify 4 over root 6 plus root 2. We all know this. Come on, guys. So here we are going to apply a rationalization. The denominator. We are rationalizing the denominator. The denominator. So how do we rationalize? We also did such a question already. So by multiplying by the conjugate surd, by multiplying by the conjugate surd. So let's go. 4 over root 6 plus root 2. So the conjugate surd of the denominator is simply the opposite, that is minus. So root 6 minus root 2. The opposite of this is minus. So numerator for numerator, denominator for denominator. For numerator, very simple. 4 root 6 minus 4 root 2. 4 multiplies each of the surds or the numbers for that matter. All over. Down here, like I said, this is an identity or a difference of two squares. A difference of two squares, which we all know here as a squared minus b squared. And what is our a? A is root 6, b is root 2. So squaring root 6, we get a 6. Root 6 times root 6 is root 36, which is still a 6. Excuse me. So root 36 is a 6, the same to root 2. The same to root 2. So we shall also have 2 minus 6 minus 2, which is equal to 4 root 6 minus 4 root 2 all over 4. Please, guys, you can't leave this at this stage. You have to simplify. So each number divided by 4. So I will factor out 4. And therefore 4 cancels 4, and our answer becomes root 6 minus root 2. Nothing is too difficult, nothing is impossible when you believe in yourself and deliver what you have been taught. Follow through. I tell you, you'll become a master. So thank you guys for following. I said we are going to combine these questions, at least 3 in a session or 2 in a session, depending on the depth of the question or the demand of the question. Then we shall be able to help our learners go through the past papers. So follow through, guys. You are able to understand. Nothing is too difficult. These questions are very easy. So thank you once again. Let me take this opportunity to ask you again to subscribe. When you subscribe, when you share, when you like, you support the program, and we are all able to change a life. Thank you, guys. May God bless you. Like I said, reaching me at New Yankees, we do a lot. We support talents, we train, we nurture. We also do what we call guidance and counseling. We set targets with learners, and those targets has to be achieved because we walk with you and God is with us. So reach Mr. Peter at 0720 968517. Then you shall be able to speak to the Beacon Master. Thank you, guys, and may you be blessed.